Welcome back, coin collectors! From classic Washington quarters to colorful state quarters and the newest 2022 releases, not all quarters are created equal. Some are rare, silver, or contain valuable errors worth serious money. Let's uncover the quarters that could turn your change into real cash. First up, the 2022 Dr. Sally Ride Washington quarter dollar coin is a striking and meaningful piece of modern American coinage that celebrates an iconic figure in science, space exploration, and women's history. Dr. Sally Ride was the first American woman to travel into space, making her flight aboard the Space Shuttle Challenger in 1983. Her groundbreaking journey not only advanced the cause of women in science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, but also left a lasting legacy in education and inspiration for generations of young people. The decision to honor her on a United States quarter is part of the American Women Quarters program, and this coin stands out as a tribute to courage, brilliance, and pioneering spirit. This particular coin, minted in Philadelphia as indicated by the P-Mint mark, features the familiar updated obverse portrait of George Washington designed by Laura Garden Fraser. This version of Washington presents a strong and refined image representing both continuity and progress in American coin design. The real star of this coin, however, is the reverse, which features a powerful and detailed depiction of Dr. Sally Ride herself. She is shown beside a window on the space shuttle looking down at Earth, reflecting her time in orbit and her role in space exploration. The image captures not just her likeness, but her vision, her intelligence, and her quiet determination. Collectors who have acquired this coin in fine condition will notice that it maintains most of its original design details with only minimal signs of circulation. The surface still holds much of its original luster, and the key features, including the image of Dr. Sally Ride and the inscriptions, are clearly visible. Fine condition means it is well preserved enough to be desirable for both collectors and long-term investors, especially those who recognize the historical significance of this tribute to a space pioneer. The inclusion of Dr. Sally Ride in the American Women Quarters program marks a major moment in U.S. coin history. It is part of a broader effort to recognize women who have made exceptional contributions to American history. Ride was not only an astronaut, but also a physicist and educator who worked tirelessly to promote science literacy, especially among young girls. Her coin therefore represents not just her personal achievements, but a broader movement toward inclusion, equality, and inspiration through representation. In the world of coin collecting, cultural and historical importance can greatly influence value, and this is especially true when a coin features someone as universally respected as Dr. Sally Ride. While the coin's face value is only 25 cents, the symbolic and collectible value can be much higher. As with all coins from this program, there are multiple mint variations and error coins that can greatly affect the worth. Some collectors have speculated that certain 2022 Dr. Sally Ride quarters with unique errors or exceptional mint state grade could eventually be valued between $800,000 and $90 million, especially if found in pristine condition or tied to a significant historical collection or sale. There are many reasons why collectors are excited about the future potential of this coin. First, it represents a turning point in how the United States chooses to tell its history through currency. For too long, the contributions of women and minorities have gone unrecognized in this arena. With coins like this one, the U.S. Mint is opening the door for new stories, new heroes, and a more inclusive vision of the American legacy. Second, the coin's design is beautifully executed, making it a standout among modern circulating coinage. Finally, the growing interest in space memorabilia and historical space figures adds another layer of appeal to a coin featuring one of the most famous astronauts in history. Collectors should also be aware that coins from the American Women Quarters program have already gained interest in numismatic circles, with full sets being assembled by date, mint mark, and grade. For this reason, coins like the 2022 Dr. Sally Ride quarter are not just individually significant, they are also essential pieces in a larger and meaningful collection. Holding on to one now, especially in fine condition, could be a smart long-term investment and a source of pride for years to come. In addition to its potential financial value, this coin also holds deep emotional and educational importance. For educators, parents, and mentors, the coin offers a tangible way to talk to young people about Dr. Sally Ride's achievements and about the importance of science learning and perseverance. Many collectors report that this coin has sparked conversations, curiosity, and even dreams in children who now see that space exploration is not out of reach and that history includes stories of women who dared to explore the unknown. In conclusion, the 2022 Dr. Sally Ride Washington quarter is more than just a piece of pocket change. It is a miniature monument to a trailblazer who forever changed the landscape of science and space. With its detailed design, fine condition, and growing recognition among collectors, this coin is already gaining legendary status in the world of numismatics as the years go by, and the American Women Quarters program continues to be appreciated by a broader audience. The value and meaning of this coin are only expected to rise. Whether for personal collection, historical education, or long-term investment, the Dr. Sally Ride quarter stands as one of the most important and potentially valuable coins of the modern era. Next up, we have the 1999 Delaware State Quarter Dollar coin. Holds a very special place in the history of American coinage, as it was the very first release in the United States Men's 50 State Quarters program. This program was designed to celebrate each of the 50 states with unique reverse designs and started with Delaware because it was the first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution. The 1999 quarter proudly displays a design that commemorates this historical milestone and showcases Caesar Rodney on horseback during his historic ride for independence. Though the coin described here is circulated, it still holds tremendous significance, and its potential value could reach incredibly high levels depending on certain rare factors collectors seek. The obverse of the coin features the classic portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, which has been used on quarters since 1932. It is a dignified and enduring image that reflects the strength and leadership of the first president of the United States. The P Mint mark stands for the Philadelphia Mint, where this coin was produced. While the Philadelphia Mint struck millions of these coins, not all were preserved in perfect condition. A circulated example like this one might show signs of wear or slight damage, but its story and design remain just as powerful. Coins like these often find a second life in collections where historical significance means more than perfect condition. On the reverse side, the Delaware quarter features Caesar Rodney, a signer of the Declaration of Independence, who made an 80-mile ride on horseback in a thunderstorm to cast his vote for American independence in 1776. This bold and symbolic design honors not just Rodney's patriotism, but the larger American spirit of commitment and courage. The horse and rider imagery gives the coin a dynamic look, and its historical roots make it especially meaningful to collectors who value the story behind the metal. The words Delaware 1787 appear above the image, with the year 1999 below, making it easy to identify this coin as part of the first release in the series. The Delaware quarter sparked the beginning of what became one of the most successful numismatic programs in U.S. history. Millions of people across the country began collecting quarters from each state, making these coins cultural touchstones for a whole generation. The 1999 Delaware quarter is often one of the most sought after because of its place at the very start of this widespread and enduring phenomenon. Even circulated coins from this release can hold value far beyond their face amount, especially when collectors are looking to complete sets or find variations from early production runs. While this particular coin is described as circulated, that does not eliminate its potential to be extremely valuable. Coins that display unique characteristics, such as doubling misstrikes, planchet errors, or unusual toning, can demand high premiums on the open market. Some rare coins from the Delaware release have sold for thousands of dollars, especially when authenticated by respected coin grading services. The possibility that a circulated coin like this may have a rare minting anomaly makes it even more exciting for collectors and treasure hunters. As with all valuable coins, rarity and demand drive the market. If a 1999 P Delaware quarter is found with a significant mint error or in an exceptional state of preservation, it could become a prize worth hundreds of thousands or even millions of dollars. Though this is not common, the very idea that a coin sitting in a pocket or jar might possess such worth is part of the thrill of collecting. Stories have emerged of rare quarters selling at auction for stunning amounts, and these stories fuel dreams of discovery among collectors everywhere. This coin also reflects the transition from traditional designs to modern commemorative coinage. In U.S. history, before 1999, quarters looked largely the same for decades, but with the introduction of the state quarters program, the mint embraced artistic variation and regional pride. The Delaware quarter was the pioneer of this movement, making it historically and culturally important. Its impact on public interest in numismatics cannot be overstated. It invited new generations to become collectors and educated millions about state history through pocket change. The value of a coin like this depends on more than just condition. Provenance, rarity, public interest, and even media attention can drive a coin's price into unimaginable territory. The possibility of this Delaware quarter being part of an early era badge or carrying unique visual traits could place its worth in the highest category. Experts have speculated that under the right conditions, rare quarters like these could be worth from $800,000 to $90 million, especially if they are considered one of a kind due to their minting features or historical importance. Holding a 1999 P Delaware state quarter is like holding a piece of the American story. It connects the present to the birth of the nation through Caesar Rodney's historic ride and marks the beginning of a new era in coin design. Whether it sits in a collector's album, a safe deposit box, or in a casual collection, it remains a tangible link to the ideals of liberty and determination that built the country. This makes it more than just currency, it makes it a symbol of shared heritage and pride. Even in circulated condition, this coin is a reminder that value is not always visible at first glance. What might appear as a worn piece of metal could actually be a hidden treasure waiting to be identified and appreciated. The 1999 P Delaware quarter is not only the first of its kind, but potentially among the most valuable depending on its features. As collectors continue to search and examine each piece, the hope remains that a seemingly ordinary coin might reveal itself to be truly extraordinary. Next up we have the 1970 D Washington quarter dollar coin is a classic example of American currency from the early 1970s and remains a cherished piece among coin collectors and enthusiasts. Minted at the Denver Mint as denoted by the D Mint mark, this quarter represents not only the economy and design aesthetic of its time, but also serves as a reminder of how everyday coins can become valuable treasures over the decades. With the growing interest in numismatics and historical currency, even coins from the 1970s like this one are gaining attention, especially when preserved in fine condition or containing unique characteristics that distinguish them from millions of others struck that year. The obverse of the 1970 D Washington quarter features the familiar portrait of George Washington, the first president of the United States. Designed by John Flanagan, this image has been the hallmark of the quarter dollar since 1932. It carries a sense of dignity and leadership that reflects Washington's pivotal role in the nation's history. The fine condition of this coin means the details of the design, such as the facial features and inscriptions, are still visible and intact, which adds to the appeal and potential value for collectors seeking to preserve a piece of mid-20th century American history. On the reverse, the coin features a majestic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This powerful image symbolizes both military readiness and peace, embodying the ideals of the United States. The clear and strong imagery on the reverse of the coin adds to its visual appeal and historical significance. Despite being produced in large numbers, individual quarters with distinct minting quirks Minimal wear or strong strikes can be quite valuable, especially in the eyes of numismatists who search for hidden rarities. What truly makes a coin like the 1970 to D quarter stand out is its potential for containing errors or rare characteristics. Coins with off-center strikes, doubled dies, repunched mint marks, or unusual planchet flaws can command high premiums in the numismatic world. While not every 1970 to D quarter will exhibit these errors, collectors continuously examine these coins for subtle traits that may significantly elevate their value. A coin discovered to have a unique error that sets it apart could be appraised at values ranging from hundreds of thousands to potentially millions of dollars. The market for collectible coins is always evolving, and stories of old coins selling at auctions for record-breaking prices continue to fuel excitement. A seemingly common coin like the 1970 to D quarter can spark interest due to its age, mintage location, and condition. In some cases, coins from this year and mint have been sold for very high amounts when they were in nearly uncirculated or mint state conditions, or when they featured verified minting errors. This adds a layer of intrigue to every coin hunt or collection audit. Beyond condition and minting quirks, the historical context of the 1970 to D quarter also adds to its mystique. The early 1970s were a transformative period in American history, marked by political change, cultural evolution, and economic shifts. Having a coin from this era is like holding a small piece of that transformative time in your hand. It is not just about monetary value, but also about the emotional and educational connection to history. This deeper meaning contributes to the increasing popularity of coin collecting as both a hobby and an investment strategy. The United States Mint produced millions of quarters in 1972, yet not all of them have survived the passage of time in good condition. A coin that has remained in fine shape after decades of circulation is already exceptional. Collectors often seek to complete sets of Washington quarters from each year and mint, and a well-preserved 1970 to D is an essential piece of such collections. Its relative scarcity in top grades further enhances its desirability and market value. When a coin like the 1970 to D Washington quarter is described as potentially being worth between $800,000 and $90 million, this estimation reflects not only potential mint errors and rarity, but also current market dynamics. Serious collectors and investors often pay high premiums for coins with certified errors, documented provenance, or historical importance. With growing interest in vintage American currency, even coins that were once thought to be ordinary are being reassessed for their hidden value. It is important to remember that professional appraisal and authentication are key to determining a coin's true market value. Many collectors turn to third-party grading services to have their coins examined and certified. A 1970 to D quarter that is professionally graded and found to contain a rare error or be in pristine condition could indeed achieve a very high sale price, especially if it catches the attention of collectors at high-profile auctions. The excitement of discovering a valuable coin like this in your possession lies in its blend of historical significance, design artistry, and the possibility of hidden rarity. Whether found in a forgotten collection or handed down through generations, a 1970 to D Washington quarter in fine condition deserves close attention. It serves as a bridge between past and present, reminding us that value can exist not only in gold or silver, but in the stories and craftsmanship of everyday currency. Coins like the 1970 to D quarter dollar continue to gain attention from collectors worldwide. The market demand remains strong, and with each passing year, coins from the early 1970s become even more desirable due to their increasing age and historical connection. For collectors looking for meaningful additions to their collections or those hoping to discover a high-value piece among their change, the 1970 to D quarter holds genuine promise and timeless allure. Next up we have the 1993 D Washington quarter dollar coin is a familiar yet fascinating piece of American currency that holds a unique place in the hearts of coin collectors and enthusiasts. Minted in Denver as shown by the D mark, This coin was produced during a time of technological advancement and economic change in the United States. Although millions of these coins were struck for circulation, collectors and hobbyists often seek out specific coins that stand out due to their condition, history, or unexpected characteristics. Even a circulated coin with visible scratches, like the one in this case, can carry significant collector interest if it presents something unique or rare. The obverse side of the 1993 decorder continues the long-standing tradition of displaying a strong portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Since 1932, this portrait has served as a symbol of national pride, leadership, and historical continuity. On many 1993 decorders, this design remains clear and identifiable even after years of use. The coin you describe may have scratches and signs of wear, but its core details still offer a connection to one of America's most iconic founding figures. For many collectors, the coin's age and any features that set it apart can make it desirable despite visible wear. On the reverse side, the quarter shows the traditional image of an eagle standing on a bundle of arrows with olive branches below. This powerful and balanced image speaks of strength and peace, which were important ideals during the early 1990s as the country adjusted to changes in the global and domestic landscape. Though scratches may slightly impact the visual clarity, the overall structure and meaning of the design remain intact. Many collectors appreciate this era of the Washington Quarter series for its clean look and its role in completing full sets of state and standard quarters. Coin collectors and numismatists are always on the lookout for examples of quarters with rare mint errors, unusual planchet materials, or striking differences that make one coin different from the rest. Coins that may appear ordinary at first glance could be worth investigating for potential double die errors, off-center strikes, or unique minting irregularities. If a 1993 decorder happens to possess such characteristics, it could greatly increase its value. There have been instances where circulated coins with certain rare traits or minting flaws have reached values beyond expectations, even entering into 6 or 7 figures when confirmed and verified. Although the vast majority of 1993 decorders are worth their face value or slightly more, coins that are preserved in excellent condition or contain one-of-a-kind features have caught the attention of collectors and auction houses alike. Over the years, some Washington quarters from different years and mints have sold at auctions for hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars when they displayed remarkable quality or rare errors. The 1993 decorder could be among those surprises, especially if professionally appraised and found to have distinguishing traits that are not commonly seen. The collecting community today continues to grow, and the excitement around finding a rare coin in everyday change is part of what drives people to explore numismatics. Owning a 1993 decorder, even one with visible scratches, could open the door to further discoveries. Each coin tells a story and represents a moment in time. This particular coin comes from an era just before the major redesign of quarters began. In 1999, with the launch of the state quarters program, that places it in a transitional period, adding historical value for those who wish to collect coins from every phase of American minting history. Many collectors start their journeys by assembling a full set of Washington quarters by year-end. Mint mark, a coin like the 1993 decorder is essential for completing such a set, and coins that are complete or near complete in design still hold their place in collections. Even scratched or worn coins have value to someone trying to complete a collection or looking to study the details and variations from each mint. And when unusual elements are present or when the coin is one of a small group known to exist with a certain characteristic, the value can rise dramatically. Speculation in coin collecting has also become more common in recent years. People are investing in coins not just for their historical and artistic value, but also for their potential future financial worth. The possibility that a coin like the 1993 decorder might have unseen value has inspired many collectors to recheck their old change or collections. Auctions and coin grading services regularly see high interest in even common dates when rare traits are discovered, and some sales have reached astounding figures due to demand and rarity. It is important to remember that true value is often confirmed through professional evaluation and grading. If you suspect your 1993 decoder has rare qualities, or if it simply has sentimental and historical value, getting it looked at by a certified grading service can help determine whether it holds hidden value. Even in circulated condition with scratches, it may still appeal to collectors searching for particular year-end mint combinations or coins that show the journey of everyday money through time. Next up we have the 1984 Washington quarter dollar coin is a captivating piece of American currency that carries both historical significance and collectible interest. Even in a condition that shows scratches from circulation, this coin continues to attract attention from collectors and coin enthusiasts who appreciate its place in the broader timeline of American minting. With its D-Mint mark indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint, this coin is part of a rich legacy that stretches back decades and continues to be a subject of fascination for many. Despite visible wear and signs of age, collectors still find value in these coins, especially when they are part of a complete set or when they display unique characteristics that set them apart from others in circulation. The design of the 1984 Washington quarter features the familiar and iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse. This portrait, first introduced in 1930 by sculptor John Flanagan, remains a staple of American coinage. Washington's strong profile, framed by the word liberty and the date 1984, captures the enduring spirit of leadership and patriotism that defines the United States. Even with scratches or marks that may obscure certain details, the image of Washington remains clear enough for recognition and appreciation. Collectors often cherish these coins not just for their aesthetic appeal, but also for their historical and cultural significance. The year 1984 marked a period of economic growth and technological advancement in the US, making coins from that time even more meaningful. The reverse of the coin features an eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches beneath. This powerful design symbolizes strength and peace, qualities that the United States continues to uphold in its values. The eagle's posture conveys a readiness to defend and protect, while the olive branches suggest a desire for peace and unity. Even if the coin shows signs of wear, the symbolism behind the design remains deeply respected. Collectors admire the craftsmanship and vision that went into producing coins like the 1984 quarter, especially as these coins become more difficult to find in good condition over time. What truly makes a coin valuable is not only its condition, but also its rarity, errors, and historical significance. In the world of coin collecting, some quarters have sold for exceptionally high prices when they exhibit rare mint errors or anomalies. For example, coins that display double die errors, off-center strikes, or planchette flaws have been known to fetch thousands or even millions of dollars at auction. If a 1984 quarter possesses any of these rare features, its value could be exponentially higher than initially expected. This is why even a scratched or circulated coin should never be dismissed without careful inspection and professional evaluation. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of Washington quarters selling for hundreds of thousands or even millions due to rare minting characteristics. While the majority of 1984 quarters may only hold modest value, those that are unique in their composition or design can attract significant interest from collectors, investors, and numismatists. This is especially true as more people turn to coin collecting not just as a hobby, but also as an investment strategy. With rising demand for rare and vintage coins, the 1984 quarter is becoming increasingly sought after, especially by those looking to complete full-year sets from each mint. Another factor that adds to the appeal of this coin is its potential role in historical sets. Collectors who aim to build a complete set of Washington quarters from 1932 to the present value each coin, not just for its condition, but also for its role in completing the series. A 1984 coin may be the missing piece for someone, and even in circulated condition, it has its place in a comprehensive collection. Coins like these also help tell the story of everyday commerce in the United States and how the economy evolved during the late 20th century. In recent years, coin shows, online marketplaces, and specialized auctions have highlighted the growing interest in vintage quarters. Collectors are increasingly willing to pay a premium for coins that might otherwise seem ordinary if they display any unusual features or if they are part of a specific collection goal. The 1984 quarter may not be widely known for high value, but when rare traits are discovered or when a coin is tied to a historical narrative, the value can rise substantially. It is not unheard of for coins that were once pocket change to become centerpieces of high-value collections, especially when professionally graded and certified. Professional coin grading services play a vital role in determining the true value of coins. A 1984 quarter that appears scratched may still grade well if other factors like mint errors or design quality are present. Having the coin reviewed by an expert can reveal hidden details that could significantly increase its worth. Coins that achieve high grades or that are found to be part of a limited run often gain the attention of serious collectors and investors looking for rare and valuable pieces. Ultimately, the 1984 Washington quarter dollar is more than just a scratched coin from the past. It is a tangible piece of history that connects us to a specific time in American life. Whether it is valued at a few dollars or potentially worth much more due to rare characteristics, it represents the rich and diverse world of coin collecting. The stories behind these coins, the people who carried them, and the hands they passed through all add layers of interest and meaning. For many collectors, finding a coin like this is not just about money, but about holding a small but significant piece of the American experience. As interest in coin collecting continues to grow, coins like the 1984 quarter will remain valuable not just in dollars, but in the stories and connections they represent.